Thinking of you, that's all I seem to do. When you're not here, I long to hold you near. Baby, this time, together we must stand. Holding you close, taking time to let you know. Tonight's the night we will share. Turn off the lights, come close to me. Tell me I'm all you ever need. Tell me it's not just a dream. If this is my heart believes like you are mine, and this is real.
Oh man, I hate this.
Loving you all through the night. It will be alright. What's there in a love that's made for two? I cannot count the ways I feel for you, but you should know. And starting from today, from this point on, my love is here to stay. Lie close to me, hold on. Let's make our love last all night long. Baby, I'm yours. Take all of me. I'll never try to bring you down. Love will always be around. Yes, I'm convinced you're all I need. Loving you
Yeah.
all through the night. Tonight is our night. Loving you all through the night. It will all turn around. Tonight's the night we share. Turn off the lights, come close to me. Tell me I'm all you ever need. Oh, tell me it's not just to me. And nothing is my belief that you are mine. This is real. This is real. doing? Well, he dropped his prescription off about an hour ago. We wanted to call, let you guys know that the prescription is ready. Prescription for what? Well, he dropped off a prescription. I'm assuming he must have, looks like the doctor just wrote his prescription today, so I'm assuming he, seems like he would probably need this pretty soon, so I wanted to let you guys know it's ready. Okay, and what exactly did he need the prescription for? It's amoxicillin. Amoxicillin? Amoxicillin. We've got him at least 15 tablets. If he could take 2 tablets a day. Wait, I'm sorry, my name is Brian, right? My name is Brian, yes. I'm the technician here at Sparks. Okay, well, let me make sure you have the right monitor because, well, can we check the birthdays? Are you allowed to do that with me? Oh, definitely. It's 74, is that correct? Yes, okay. So what exactly is amoxicillin for? Amoxicillin is an antibiotic, man, so any type of small infections of some sort, diseases or whatever, it pretty much cures it. So you telling me this nasty you got something, so when he got it on my, first off, he went to see the doctor and got a prescription under my insurance, this type of, and he went and got something, you know what, yeah, Brian, I'm coming down there, I'll pick up the medicine, I'll get it, and if he wants that medicine, he'll check it with me at my counter, because I got to check it, he don't want to hit and not care, I'm going to beat the hell out of this, he do not know, he does not even, you know what, we're going to agree. I'm sorry, you're, what, can I call you by your first name? What's your name? Yeah, call me Miss. That's fine. Call me Miss. No, call me Miss. Okay. First of all, I want to apologize. I had no idea that you were not aware of the actual prescription that we just filled for you. Just on a personal note, I'm just curious. Is there a possibility maybe you could have given it to him? Well, I know you done lost over my. Now, first off, you don't call my phone. First off, no. I'm glad you called my phone to tell me it's my insurance. That's why. And then you all use me up giving that man. Are you calling him? Don't you ever in your life call somebody's phone and this is a contract, none of your business. Okay? None of your business. You get out of my way, that ain't none of your business. And y'all ain't got nothing to answer your question. I got something for you. And then he wants to know with STDs and you want to ask me if I gave him STDs? Oh, okay. What's your manager? Let me speak to your manager. I'm not trying to be unprofessional. I was just asking a personal question. I should not have asked you something like that, and I do apologize. Should we expect someone to pick up the prescription? I just told you, I'm going to be picking up. I'm going to come in there. You know what, Brian? You know who I am. I got a couple words for you. And I still want to speak to your manager. You were very unprofessional, and I don't appreciate you coming at me. I'm going to eat. You call me, tell me he got your STD, didn't ask me to not give it to him. And you all up in between my. No, I'm not trying to get all in between your legs, man. No, apparently that's not the place to be, considering you guys need a rocket, so, but you get lost, so, you know what? Brian, I still got some third records from the first, and guess what? I'm going to write up, you don't play games with me. You do not know me. You don't know who I am. You don't know who I know and what I got. I got something for y'all. What is this prescription in? Because I know it's not the one about how I know it's not. What did he take his choice from? Where are you at? Because I'm on my way now. My manager, would you like to speak with him, man? Yeah, put your manager on. Put your manager on. I want to speak to him now. Okay, hang on, sir. Hello? Hello? Yes, hi. Who? Tommy. You're the manager? This is nephew Tommy.
Woo, hey, everybody. Welcome back. It's Friday Night Live with your boy, Uncle Herman. Oh, man, try to kick it off with a little laughter, of course. And now, once we're kicking it off, I still got problems with equipment, don't you know? But we're going to make it. Oh, I know what the problem is. Hold on a second. Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, let's try this again. Welcome to Friday Night Live, everybody. I'd like to say hello to Sylvia Bridges, Sabre T, and Deborah Dixon. Thank you for joining. We're going to be kicking off the show in just a minute. Stay tuned. Stay with me, everybody. Why is my microphone sounding like crap? No, I didn't.
When we met, it wasn't quite clear to me what you had in store was never only me.
What is this?
Say you know you took me by surprise. When I took that look, I saw that message in your eye. There you were, I found the floor. The way you move, girl, only made me want you more. I did not know you had me hypnotized to the movement of your body dancing in my eyes. I know I don't want you to make it right. Don't want to control you. Just have a good time. Get ecstasy when you're down next to me. Oh, no, no. Ecstasy, yeah. When you're down next to me. I'm finding hard to make you just today. If I don't make my makeup like you today, I've got to make sure you don't get away. After all you have, girl, to make me want to stay. All my life I've been searching for a star. Now my search is over, and here we are. Ecstasy, yeah. When you lay down next to me, yeah. We're in ecstasy. When you lay down next to me. I wanna go with you and make you mine. Don't move to the floor with you. Just have a good time with you. Ecstasy. Well, when you lay down next to me. Ooh, ecstasy. When you lay here with me. And it's ecstasy. When you lie here with me. Yeah. Oh, ecstasy.
All right, let's see if I get this go. Okay, there we go. There we go. Hey, once again, one more time. Hey, thank you everybody for joining us. Your boy Uncle Herman, Friday Night Live, kicking it off like I always do. It's 7:06, 6 minutes after the hour, 7 o'clock. And as always, I'd like to thank you for taking time out of your Friday to spend it here. It really means a lot to me, and I appreciate it very much. We got a lot to get to, a lot I want to talk about. Excuse me. Well, for the past 20 minutes, I've been sitting here contemplating whether I should do this or not. Normally, I wouldn't do it because any of you that followed my show over the past over a year now, almost 2 years, you know, one thing I don't deal with is people being disrespectful. I think we should all have our own basic opinions and views about anything and shouldn't be trashed about it. With that being said, as I sat here thinking about was I going to say anything, and I said, you know what? Why not? I'm going to use this platform because some people want to be disrespectful to me, so I'm coming right back at you. And I'm coming at you hard through YouTube and Facebook. All right. Well, this is what happened. Earlier today, I was sent a video clip, and some of you may have seen it. I don't know how old it is or whatever, but some of you may have seen it. It was about 10 seconds of a video clip of a police officer trying to arrest this young woman. Looked like she was on the side of the road on the highway. And, you know, as he's trying to, as I can see, try to restrain her and cuff her, she's being a little bit, you know, hey, who wants to get handcuffs? Who wants to go to jail? Okay. In the midst of it, the police officer grabbed her, picked up, and slammed her onto the ground. Okay, all right. She got slammed to the ground. I didn't really say too much. I just watched it. I was like, damn, that's a damn shame. Pretty much that's what I was thinking to myself. But then when I went on and started reading comments from people that seen it, one guy actually, in Facebook, I'm very surprised. One guy actually put on there, said, kill all the cops.
I mean, I didn't think they allowed people. I mean, freedom of speech and everything, but come on now, you promoting violence against the police officer. And hey, with all the people that's going on Facebook and putting things out there, they can't watch and monitor everybody 24 hours. Some things are going to slip through the cracks. That one did slip through. It should not have. That person should be banned from Facebook. But to top it off, and all I said was, hey, we're making a judgment, or people making judgment over a 10-second video. I would like to see the video from the beginning. How did this all start? We never see anything from the beginning. And that's one thing. Oh, and by the way, I didn't say that the police officer was white and the female was black. I think I should let that be known because it always seems to make a big deal for some people for some reason. I don't know why, but they seem to want to make an issue out of it. Okay, fine and well. My comment was just that. Hey, I can't make. Who can make a judgment off a 10-second video? Well, some people tell me. In fact, let me put my eyes back on. This guy named Samuel. Birth off. He tells me, man, if you don't shut the F up, okay, speaking my own opinion, I get told shut the F up. This a guy, Joone Moyer in Atlanta, told me also to shut the F up. And Ryan Dunn, I didn't even look up where he's from, said exactly. And then, of course, you got to have one or two females. This one here from Brooklyn, New York, Tashana Reagan, called me a troll ass. Well, I went on her page to see what she was all about. And wow, right up under her name, it puts I love Jesus. I love Jesus, but then you're going to call somebody a troll ass. You're probably one of the most hypocritical bitches there is out there. That's right. I said it. You don't put that you love Jesus, but then you don't respect the person's opinion. None of you do. And this is why I always say, black people, we don't respect each other. If we don't follow suit with what everything's going on, black power. You know, you talk about how the white man's always doing something to the black man. And it's a shame that this black man got killed. It's a shame that he got beat up and everything. Then when you find out his arrest report is 4 pages long, felonies, armed robberies, and everything else, it's like, oh, well, I didn't know that. They'll be on TV. Me and JB talked about this. They be on TV talking about, oh, he's such a good kid. He goes to church every Sunday. Yeah, when the plate goes around, instead of putting money in, he's taking it out. You see, all these good people out there, all these good people in jail, all these good black people in jail, and the white man's putting us there. We don't respect each other. We don't respect each other's decisions or opinions. Excuse me about decisions, opinions. And this is why we can't band together, because we're too busy going at each other's throats. Now, normally I said when I started doing the show, I would never use this as a platform to go after somebody, but I'd be damned if I'm going to let this slide today. I had a real hectic week. I've been pissed off about certain things, and this just hit me over the top. I text back, sir, look, I don't believe in being disrespectful to anybody. Okay, and that's the problem today. People are too disrespectful. We don't respect people's decisions. You don't have to like what I said. You do not have to like what I said. I don't care. You do not sign my paycheck. I don't sign yours. You don't pay my rent. I don't pay yours. I don't care if you don't like my opinion or not. You shouldn't care if I don't like your opinion, but you know what, sir? Because I don't know you, I'm still going to show you respect as a person, not as a man, not as a black man, but as a person. I'm still going to show you respect. But it's a damn shame you couldn't give it in return. Bastard ass. That's right. I said it. And I hope somebody out there knows these people. And they can go on here, Facebook, YouTube, and that's what I'm calling you. That's right. You hypocritical Miss Reagan up in Brooklyn, New York. You love Jesus. You don't love your damn self. All right. Learn to respect people and what they have to say in their opinion. Just because I'm black don't mean I'm supposed to side with it. I don't know everything that happened. I don't know how it started. I saw the end result, but I'm supposed to base everything on what I saw at the end. Hell no. Because I step out there supporting and find out this woman may have spat in that cop's face 30 seconds before that video started being recorded. Think about it. You think it's easy being a cop out there? Putting up with this kind of crap? Why don't you do it? So quick to come down on the police. Let me tell you something. They want to go home every night like you do. They don't want to go out there and get killed. It's a job. For some, it's a profession, a career. They have children, houses to pay, cars to pay for. And one thing they don't need is to be confronted by some disrespectful person. I don't care if you're black or white. Damn, just do what the man says. If you're wrong, you're wrong. Fight it out in court. Over the course to get you a good black lawyer. Okay, that's going to fight for you. If you don't think the system's going to work for you. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, you saw that one too, Bridget. Yeah. For 10 seconds, I'm supposed to judge. I don't know what happened before this thing started being recorded. And then his partner, which at first I thought the partner was trying to take the phone away from, I guess it's the woman's daughter or whatever. But he wasn't trying to take the phone away from you. You can hear him telling her, just back up, back up, back up. She still recorded. He wasn't trying to take it. And that's what I thought at first. Until I kept looking. Yeah, I didn't like that at all. I didn't like it at all. And once again, Samuel, man, shut the F up. Why don't you shut the F up? How about that? Why don't you go get a life? Why don't you find out what everything that happened before you start talking trash and telling me to shut up? You bastard. You too, Mr. Moyer in Atlanta. Go to hell. And I'll give you the car fare to get there. All right. I got that vent off my chest. I'm sorry, people. I normally don't do that. I try to be very respectful and restrain my anger when it comes to things. But don't get on here trying to talk trash to me and disrespect me, and I never done it to you. You don't know me. I don't know you. You deserve the respect I'm going to give you, and I deserve it in return. If you don't want to, then you know what? We can go back and forth this all day. I'll get a big audience and just trash you every day if I have to. But I'm not going to do that because I'm sure YouTube and Facebook don't want me doing that. And I'm not going to stoop to your level. Your level. I should have tried to find out what age they are, because you couldn't be too damn smart and too old. All right. I got the weekend review. I got a couple of consumer reports. And then I got the question and answer. So we're going to run through it real quick. Weekend review. Things that I go on Facebook and I find kind of interesting to talk about very briefly. It came up on Facebook. Some of you may have seen it. Apparently, Tupac Shakur is once again being said he is alive. It's being said he's alive. A picture from his cell phone was taken of him, I assume earlier this week sometime. And now he is supposed to be living in Africa. Now, the cell phone image was very grainy. I pulled up on my cell phone, couldn't tell. Both laptops couldn't tell. My iPad, I couldn't tell. Hell, that could have been me. I don't know. It said a 40-plus-year-old Tupac Shakur. Now, I started not to even talk about this, but I decided to do a little research on his mother. I don't even know what made me even think about it, but I did a little research on his mother. Tupac's mother actually went to jail for killing a New Jersey state trooper in 1973. It was a shootout on the New Jersey Turnpike in 1973. But in 1979, she escaped from jail. And as I kept doing the research on Tupac's mother, the story just kept going, just I gotta say, overlapping each other. It just didn't make sense what was going on. Now, the thing that I found very interesting when I started to say the heck with it, as I read down just a little bit more, when they finally caught her or caught up to her, guess where she was living? No, not in Africa. She was living in Cuba. Now, if you remember last year when I talked about this, there was a report that he was living in Cuba also. So that got me thinking, whoa, there's something, there must be something going on there. There must be some relatives there that the government don't know about, the people don't know about. But she went to Cuba. He allegedly is dead, but was in Cuba. Conspiracy theories, I love them. I really do. This is just very interesting more than anything else. And plus, what even still makes it more interesting, which now I think I'll do a little bit more research. Last year, Suge Knight's son was doing an interview when he said that Tupac was
actually still alive. And he was later told that he talks too much. He needs to shut up. Okay, but there's no real evidence showing that he is dead. Also, like I said, I don't know anyone, a, a, a celebrity who dies on Sunday and gets cremated on Tuesday. Who does that? You know, there's no wake, there's no funeral, there's no people to come around. Bam, just burnt. I don't think he's dead. I think he's alive. But the question is, why? Why is he in hiding? Why is he still alive? All the questions and no answers. But hey, if you're alive, Tupac, more power to you. And we're gonna move on. We're gonna talk about real quickly football. For those of you who may like football or may not like it, but I'm sure you've seen it over the news. Ex-Jaguar Jalen Ramsey officially got traded to the LA Rams. Good take his raggedy behind on. He was nothing but a pain anyway. Uh, he was a big headache. The thing is, no one's going to take away from Jalen Ramsey that he's a good football player. He is. Okay. The problem is when you're good and you know it, and then you start getting arrogant about it. You do not get in your coach and start yelling at him on the sidelines because of a play that you think that they should have threw a challenge on. I saw the play. I saw the replay. Yes, I think it did deserve a challenge. And I think Jacksonville may have won it. But the coaches people upstairs told him, no, don't challenge it. They didn't think it was going to be a winnable challenge. So Ramsey, shut up, sit down, and just do your job. Then all of a sudden he has a hurt back and all this other stuff going on with him. Hey, and then he announces it. I want to be traded. Trade me. Well, good riddance. But LA Rams, all you're doing is it's like buying a used car. You're just getting somebody else's headache. And eventually, hey, listen, this is 2019. I'm going to make my claim right now. If that man doesn't go out to LA and humble himself down, by 2021, you won't hear no more about Jalen Ramsey. He would have probably got traded by 2022 to about 3 other teams because no team is going to put up with him. And now all this merchandise that these stores have for Jalen Ramsey, they have to start selling at half price. I didn't know Jalen Ramsey's jersey would go for $100. I wouldn't pay it, but I was down to $50 and I still wouldn't pay it. $50 for a jersey? Now I get a knockoff brand before I do that. It ain't that serious for me, but you got some diehard football players out there? Go for it. Okay, I did. I think I don't know if Bridget sent this to me about someone named Wade Brinson. Okay, and this is something serious. And when he was telling his story, and this is a consumer alert, by the way. When he was telling his story, I started laughing a little bit. It wasn't funny. It really wasn't funny, but it was kind of funny to me because I spoke about this last year, and we're going to talk about that prepaid credit card green dot. Well, apparently, Mr. Brinson, he took $400 out of his account to load on the green dot card because he wanted to pay a bill. After a couple of hours, he went to see was the funds in his account, and it wasn't. After numerous times of calling, he finally got through, spoke to a representative. Representative said that the situation has been straightened out after a few minutes, and your money be available in about 45 minutes. Mr. Brinson waited another couple of hours before checking. Money still wasn't loaded onto his account. Then when he tried calling Green Dot again, nothing. Nothing. $400. Then when he went to go access his account, they blocked him out of his own account. Are you freaking serious? Yes, they did. Green Dot. But hey, listen, I told you guys about Green Dot last year. Don't mess with these people. They sent me, I used it one time. I had to go to the store or Family Dollar, whatever, got one of those Green Dot cards because I had to get a part for my truck. And I got the part and everything, took the card, laid it down, didn't think nothing about it. Then they call themselves sending me like a real credit card, but I'm putting my money on it. Okay. I let it sit in the room for about 3 months. As bad luck would have it, I need to order another part. So the part was like $85, and whatever the tax was came to like $93. So I went and I put $100 on the card, but the tax and shipping and everything came to like $93. Excuse me. So when I went to order the part, it's telling me I didn't have enough money on the card. I'm like, what do you mean I have enough? I just put $100 on it. So I called Green Dot. Hey, I just put $100 on my card. I'm trying to order this part for like $93 or whatever, and they say there's no money in the account. You know, these raggedy behind bastards, they said, yes, we had to take out 12, 20, $36. So $36 for what? It's $12 a month for the use of the card. Hey, it would have been nice if somebody told me that. So the fact that I didn't use this card for 3 months, you tacked on $12 each time. So by the time I did put money on it, you was going to take it. And that's what they did. They took that $36 and said, you never get me like that again. Well, I went on and put the extra money on there so I can order my part. But I came on the next week and I warned you guys, don't mess with them. Don't mess with these. If you're going to mess with one of these prepaid cards, I mean, get for real now. We got to go with American Express, provided that wherever you're going, we'll take American Express. I'm not sure if Discover may have one. Citibank. I mean, deal with a reputable company. This Green Dot and all these other cards that you see in those stores, don't mess with them. And please, like I told you, if you know anybody's doing it, don't. They talk about there's no fees or nothing. And a friend of mine was doing that, had her paycheck going onto the credit card. And I stopped and said, why are you doing that? You know what kind of fees you're being charged? She tells me, oh, it's no fees. I said to her, how you know it's no fees? Because they said it? No. How do you think these people making their money? Okay. Remember, you have to make these cards. You have to put chips in these cards. You have to have employees for customer service on the phones and computers. If they're not charging you anything, how are they making money? Get the wheels to turning. Whenever somebody tells you it's no fees, trust me, there are fees. It may be all the way about. It may be something as small as 3%. Well, you take 3% for $1,000 and times that by 100,000 people. That's a pretty nice piece of change. I would like to have it. So buyer beware, Mr. Brinson. He's taking him to court. I wish him all the best. I told him I was going to do this, put it out on Facebook, put it on YouTube. Don't mess with those cards if you don't have to. If you do feel you have to put some money on it, don't put no more than $100 on it, $50, $100. I mean, something that if something was to happen and they started messing with your money, it's not going to, really bother you. I usually put about $150 on it if I'm traveling, and I use it at the machine to get some candy, some snacks or whatever. I don't really mess with that Green Dot card no more. I still got it in the room over there. I got two. I ain't about to activate it. It ain't gonna get me like that. No. So, Mr. Brinson, good luck. $400 in the hole right now. But I wish him all the best, and I'm sure you guys do also. All right. Now that we got done with that, one more I got to warn you about. This is coming towards the end of the year, and you're going to have. I'm sure you see it. A lot of these commercials coming on about the IRS is hiring people to come after you about this, to come after you about that. Hollywood, I'm going to back up a little bit because I'm seeing people respond. Hollywood saying that's why she stopped using the card. Smart move, Hollywood. I tell people as much as possible, do not mess with those cards. How you doing, my token white boy James? He's on with us. Oh yeah, I calm down now, Bridget. Stay cool. Don't get shut down. No, I'm not trying to get shut down. But A forever. And but listen, okay, back to this. I watch these commercials so much, and it's very, very disturbing to me. And let me tell you something. When they talk about the IRS this, the IRS that, the IRS really, they don't want to garnish your pay. They don't want to put no lien on your house or put some lien on your car. They don't want that. All they want is the money. So this one guy was up there and he was like, oh, I'm 10 years. I haven't paid my income tax in 10 years. Now the IRS is coming after me. Well, who the hell problem is that? You didn't pay your taxes in 10 years. The IRS is coming after you, and now you want some help. Look, I just had to laugh about that. That was too stupid that they shouldn't even put on air like that. But then you got these people making these testimonies saying, oh, I owed the IRS $48,000 and I settled for $3,200. If you believe that, I have some beachfront property in North Dakota to sell you for the cheap. $48,000, and they're gonna settle for 3,200. What planet do you think we come from? But you know what? I'd like to see some of these testimonies. I would like to see the actual paperwork you got from the IRS saying, "Hey, forget about the 48,000. We're going to take 3,200. Show us that. Then I'll become a believer." Now, what they do, you can do also, but they do it all day long where most of us have jobs we can't do all day long. They sit at a computer, they get on the phone, and they talk to people. If you had about a week or two off, you could do the same thing that they're doing. At best, the IRS will drop the late fees and things like that. They just want whatever is really owed to them. The late fees they can waive. Okay. So before you go out there spending this extra money, because trust me, if you owe 48,000, please. 3,200, I'd like to see that. Show me. I want to be from the show me state. I don't know what is the show me state anyway. Wyoming? Is that a show me state? Well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, show me. Don't just talk it. Show me. Okay, so don't get wrapped up in all that kind of stuff. If you owe a lot of back taxes, hey, these companies need to make money too, and that's how they're making money for convenience. It's just for convenience, like hiring somebody to mow your lawn. You don't want to do it; it's just for convenience. Okay, you save some money, but you don't want to be out there in the heat. So you hire someone else to do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and since the majority of my viewing audience are ladies, this is going to be more or less directed towards you. And let me read some of these comments over here on YouTube. Hollywood says, "I never believe those commercials. They will work with you." Yeah, the IRS will work with you, but not when you ignore them. Back taxes, 10 years of back taxes. Man, you better get out of my face talking about you need some help. Hell, you should have been in jail as far as I'm concerned. And now you crying that you need help. Yeah, but don't get caught up into that mess. All right, ladies, here we go. This is what I've been waiting for. You know, ladies, listen carefully and don't be afraid to respond. Got a lot of people going to watch and don't respond. Hey, Monette. I saw her on POF. Yeah, we'll talk a little later, Miss Quaintance. And here is a question that I would like to ask you, ladies. Have you ever met you would call the man of your dreams? This guy's everything to you. You know, he's very good looking, buffed, if that's what you like. He's everything you're looking for in a man. Gentleman, hold the door. He cooks, cleans, the whole 9 yards. But have you ever gotten him in bed and the sex sucked? What do you do? What do you do? Do you tell him? Do you tell him to stop? Do you pretend like you had an orgasm and and hopefully he will stop, or do you try to hurry him up? What do you do? Could you actually see yourself, or have you ever? Now listen, most of us watching here are over 30 years old, and we more than likely we've had more than 3 or 4 partners in our day. Okay, let's just keep it real. Okay, not too many people out there only have 1 or 2 partners, and you 50 years old. Not too many. There's a few. But if you ever came across that, and what do you do? Will you tell him? And what would you tell him? Would you play it off? Be like, baby, whoa, hold on, stop. You just ain't doing it right. You're not moving to the left, moving to the right, or do you take control, lay him down, get on top, and just make it work as best you can? All right, we got you out there. I see you, Bridget. Hollywood's still out there. Who's with me there? Hey, James, my white boy, James, my token white boy. Hey, you down with the sisters? Hey, you ever had a sister that was real bad in bed? And did you go back? Let's see how long it takes for somebody. Most of them probably like, oh, damn, he talking about this? Well, I'm going to tell you why I'm talking about it. And the job I've been doing for the past 27 years, I've heard a whole lot of stories. And probably that's what stopped me from being very promiscuous. You ain't going to talk about me. That is the worst thing in the world, to have a female talk about you and you go good in bed. Okay, Hollywood says, I would tell him This is what I like. I would tell them this is what I like, and it's how it's done. Okay, you would tell them Hollywood. Have that ever happened though? Has it ever happened that you had to tell them, hey, do it, Robin? Centrell? Has it ever happened? Come on, Bridget, you out there. Everybody probably red in the face right now. Said, I don't believe he's asking me that question, calling me out like that. Hey, I mean, and be honest with you, I was sitting before I even what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10 fun times. Who is that? Oh, yeah, it's a countdown. This is on YouTube here, so we'll put down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 fun times. What up? I don't get it. Okay, no, but I would teach. You would teach him, Bridget. Oh, so you never had Bridget. You older than me. You never had bad sex. Okay, well, hey, maybe the guys you got down with, but would you be receptive if someone said it to you? JD Davis, retiree from JTA. JD Davis, how you doing, sir? Because you know a lot of women ain't gonna take too well to that. You know, because every woman wants to think that she got platinum down there, you know, that she knows what she's doing. And no matter how good you are, there always might be somebody better. I guess, you know, I'm probably not going to get a lot of people to answer this question. And I understand why. Nope. Bridget says no. Never had a bad one. Whoa. All right. Yeah, Sylvia said, haven't met one of them yet. Hey, you probably don't. Be sitting there thinking, damn, I could have had a V8. Now, with the same person that you, oh, who's this again? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 fun times. You want some good sex? Call me Byron. Okay, ladies, this guy named Byron is advertising on the show here. Sexy women only. Well, now Byron, I don't know what you would consider sexy. So, but I'm going to give out your number anyway. Sexy women only. The number is, and this is on YouTube, by the way, if you're not seeing it on Facebook, he's putting it here on YouTube. 405-589-0047. Sexy women only. Hollywood. I've had amazing, but your ass good as your partner, but you're as good as your partner. That's debatable. That's debatable. But let's take it with the same guy. At what point in your relationship, now this is a good one. Now I know I'm gonna get some answers from this. At what point in your relationship do you stop saying, can I borrow, to can I have? All right, because borrowing means that you're still on that friendship type level. You see, can I borrow? We're still on that friendship type level. That's why I'm asking to borrow. But when you start saying, can I have? Does that mean that you're taking this relationship to another level? Maybe I should ask this question before the last one. Come on, people, help me out there now. Because a lot of you, and I know, I haven't heard Saber say anything lately. I know a lot of them, and Saber be saying things like, "No, I don't ask a man for nothing. I carry my own weight." Let me tell you something. Stop it. We know that's crap. Everyone asks. When I was married and I didn't feel like going to the ATM early in the morning, hey, baby, can I have, of course I'm married, can I have $10 for gas or for lunch? I ain't going to give it back to you. We live in the same house. Talk about borrow. But then if you're not married and you're dating, how far within that dating process does it stop saying borrow to have? JD, lawnmower money is money. If I gave you some money, I give it. But if you ask to borrow, I want my money back. Okay. All right. But see, that's the thing. That's the thing. When this person tells you now from borrowing, can I have? Does that mean that you guys are now put your level in another up the ante with your relationship, you know, you might be looking at her a very good friend, a very good friend with benefits. Okay? Nothing wrong with that, really. But how is she now viewing it? So if it stops one day, 2 weeks ago, she asked, "Can I borrow $20?" and she gives it back to you. To now, 2 weeks later, it's like, "Hey, JD, sweetie, can I have $20?" Does that now put your relationship on another level? Ladies, what do y'all think? Gentlemen, what do you think? Hey, hit that share button, hit that follow button, let people know Uncle Herman's live every Friday night, YouTube, Facebook. And we're going, I know it takes a while on Facebook for people to respond, so I'm going to leave that alone. Um, and Hollywood's responding. Yes, it does. You gotta be a little bit more specific because Hollywood is another. It is on another level. Okay, okay. So, gentlemen and ladies, just so you know, if you're seeing someone and you think it's going to be serious, or you're not sure, the minute they go from borrowing to have, then you know that is going to another level. If you don't want to go to that level, you better stop it real quick, because we know how we can get. We know how we can get, because now it starts off with $20. It's $50. I need my cell phone paid. I need help with my electric. Here we go. That help again. Okay. You've been single for 8 years. You've been managing, haven't been a dark not 1 month, not one day out of the month. But now here we go. See, and that's where a lot of problems may begin. So my suggestion is, because people don't talk about relationship anymore. We just kind of gradually go into it. And I'm gonna tell you why that's bad also. Because I tried that one time. Oh, it was kind of hurtful. Uh, it was like, she was my girlfriend, but I wasn't her boyfriend. You know, and that's like, but oil and water. It just didn't work. You know, when you think of somebody on that other level and they're not thinking that you're on the same level, that's hurtful. Because you want them to feel the same way about you that you feel about them. You want them to do that because you want to give them all you have to give, right, ladies? Because I know you ladies out there very loving, open hearted, and hey, look, everybody wants to be loved. All right, who wants to say, "Man, I don't want to be loved, man? Screw this. This what a love is for the birds." Yeah, well, at some point it probably is, but you're never supposed to give up on it. I don't think so. What we got going on here, Hollywood? It is very hurtful. Yeah, I've been there too. And I was actually talking to a another coworker earlier this week, and she was telling me that she was getting into this guy, but he wasn't where she wanted to be. He was an older guy because he been married and the relationship didn't work out, his marriage, and now he's unsure. And at some point, I think some of it's just a bunch of BS. Be honest with you. I think a lot of times we use that as a convenient excuse. I've been hurt. Who the hell has? Someone tells me that again, I feel like smacking them with a 2x4. Who hasn't been hurt? Okay. So the thing is, you gotta be able to separate the truth from the BS. Get your emotions out of it. I know, it's not always easier said than done, but I've done it, and I know if I could do it, I know my people out there can do it. You got to step back and remember. Wait a minute, why am I doing all this? This person don't want to see me, don't want to be with me like that. What's to say? Life is laugh and cry. Yeah, well, I'd rather do a little laughing and crying because that crying stuff really gets old. I mean, how many times you want to cry? How many times anybody wants to cry? Right? I'll be coming back in a little bit.
As we proceed First things first, I pop on freaks, all the honeys, dummies, playboy bunnies, those wanting money. Those the ones I like, cause they don't get nothing but penetration. Unless it smells like sanitation. Large, I turn like doorknobs. Hot dog, never. Black and ugly as ever. However, I stay Gucci down to the socks. Rings and watch filled with rocks. And my jam locked in the Mitsubishi. Girls baby when they see me. Now the hoes creep me and they keep me. As I lay down lost like Island Cop. Stop it. If you think they're gonna make a profit, don't see my ones, don't see my guns. Get it? Now tell your friends, Papa hit it, then split it in two. As I flow with the junior mafia, I don't know what the hell's stopping ya. I'm clocking ya, Versace shade watching ya. Looks it when I'm in game again. First I talk about how I dress is this and diamond necklaces, stretch necklaces, the sex is just immaculate. From the back I get deeper and deeper, help the reach the climax that your man can't make. Call him, tell him you be home real late. Let's see the break on. I got that good look, you get it on. She's sick of that song on how it's so long. All he works is until I handle my biz. There I is. Major pain like David Wayne. Go down very even like his brother King scheming. Don't leave your girl around me. True player for real. Act tough that deep. You bring your bells with bags from Chanel. Baby demonstrated in your Hyundai XL. Putting your quick CD changer with the cell. She beat me at 12. Where you at? Flipping jaw, playing car notes. While I'm swimming in your women like the best stroke. Right stroke, left stroke was the best stroke. Guest stroke, tongue all down the floor. Nothing left to do but send her home to you. I'm through. Can you sing the song so we go? I know that you're going to get it on. So what's it gonna be?
All right, continue on with Friday Night Live. You're hanging out with your boy Uncle Herman. Thank you very much for joining me. A little Biggie Smalls kicking it off. Well, continue it off. I've actually forgot this wasn't supposed to be the song queued up, but oh well, it happens. Well, we were talking about hold on a second. We were talking about the relationships, obviously, of course, what was going on, and if a person doesn't feel the same way that you feel, how long do you stay in it? Do you continue to try to convince them that you could be the right one for them, or you just say, you know what, you chalk it up as a loss, walk away? Let me tell you, the easiest thing to do is to hang in there like a duck. Now, usually when I talk about subjects like this, people be like, "Oh, what happened?" Excuse me. People be like, "What happened to you?" No, nothing happened to me. It's being in the environment of relationships and seeing what's going on a daily basis, and hope that people don't get caught up in something that can be avoided. We can avoid a lot of the problems that we have in relationship or trying to get into relationships if we just see it for what it is. I would there's plenty of women out here I would like to date, Bridget, forever, Tracy out in Wisconsin. These are all my girlfriends, by the way. Um, so, but they all so far away from me anyway. But the thing is, it's hard to find someone that's on your level. It's hard to find somebody that really wants the same thing that you want. Believe me, it is. Believe me, it is. So, as this year is quickly coming to a close, and like I said last week, Don't wait for the new year to start your New Year's resolution. Start it now. Start it now. Start it today. Because tomorrow is not promised to you. And that's another thing with me also. Because of my failed relationship that I had, I got some very protective people at work that, they really actually like me and love me and generally concerned for me. And my attitude, depending who it is, pretty much dictates if I'm going to be bothered with somebody or not. Because I don't believe in wasting my time anymore. Um, I'm not getting any younger, and tomorrow is not promised to me. No, it doesn't mean I'm going to go and jump in bed with everybody that I meet. No, it doesn't mean that. But what it means is, and I'm passing this on to you guys also, if you see it and you like it and it feels good, then go for it. If you have reservations about it and I don't know, don't do it. Don't do it. Always go by your first mind. Your first mind will never lead you wrong. Trust me, it will never lead you wrong. And remember what I also say also, don't make excuses for people. Do not make excuses for these people. If they don't want to be with you, they're not going to be with you. The same young lady that was talking to me. Well, what happened was it was a coworker. I had to drop my truck off at the shop. I had to take the bus home. So I was talking to the driver. And she was saying that, every time she wanted to see him or spend time with him, it's always an excuse or a reason. Let's say a reason. It was an excuse. And it actually took me talking to someone else before they reminded me, listen, if a person wants to be bothered with you, they will. Now, I don't say that to say anyone on here, I be blowing them off. No, I'm not saying that. All right. What I'm saying is, if you can see how these people spent their time to be with someone else, why can't they spend that time to be with you? Because I'm one of those people, hell, don't compliment me. I don't want to hear jack about compliments about, oh, you good, you do this, you do. I don't want to hear that crap. Okay. I really don't. I know what I'm about. I know what I stand for. I don't need nobody to tell me. Okay. What I need to hear is, do you want to be bothered with me, or should you go your way and I go mine? That's what I need to hear. But when she kept telling me the excuses this guy was making for not spending time with her, but he could find time to spend it with his boys and do this and do that. I said, girl, look, first off, that ain't your man. I'm going to tell you that straight up. That ain't your man. If that was your man, he ain't going to be putting his boys first like that. Secondly, he just don't want to be bothered with you. But because I worked with her for like 9 years now, I feel comfortable saying that to her. He doesn't want to be bothered. He wants to be bothered with you when he wants to be bothered. And it's times like that where I stop and reminisce, like, well, damn, I remember the time I ran after this woman thinking about, well, she really wanted to be bothered with me, she would have. She would. Listen, ain't nothing stopping us, even if it's 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. No, Hollywood, I'm not coming over at 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay. I'm not going to do it. Okay. No matter how many times you call and leave me voice messages, I am not coming over at 3 o'clock in the morning, Hollywood. All right. But anyway, but that's really what it is. You got to see it for what it is. If you can drive down the street and see him or her, since we got some guys tuning in, doing everything else, but when it comes time to be with you, oh, I got a flat tire. Oh, you know what? I got to bake a cake. Oh, my stomach is running off. Let me tell you, I've heard it all. I heard it all because I said a lot of it. What, this Hollywood probably cussing me out, right? Herman, you need to stop. Okay. All right. Let this phone ring tonight, Hollywood. I got something for you. Got my bag packed already. I'm coming over. Yeah. Make this happen. Ain't no excuse no more. But yeah, you got to see it for what it is. Do not fool yourself. Do not hang on longer than you should. Liberate yourself. Leave. And hey, be happy. Be happy because don't. I'm reading what Hollywood's saying over here. Be happy. I mean, it may get a little lonely. I'm gonna call her up not Hollywood, my other coworker. I'm gonna call her up a little bit later and see how she's doing. But this guy she really liked, and she was hoping to go somewhere, but he kind of made it clear it wasn't. But we still hope. She was hoping that she could be that female that would come into his life and make things better from what he went through in his past marriage, 17 years of marriage. So yeah, who knows? And last but not least, you heard Biggie Smalls, and if you've been following me over the past few years, past year at least, every now and again I'm old school all the time, and even when it comes to rap. Last week Saturday, I was at my little girl 10th birthday party, and TV was on, and it was this I guess like a talent show for rappers. Um, like America Got Talent or American Idol, something like that. Okay, but anyway, it was people inspiring to become rap artists. Now, when I tell you that rap music today sucks, it does. It is horrible. I don't know what in the hell these people are hearing, or well, the only one I recognized up there was Ti. So if anyone ever saw that show, Ti is there. Some and two other guys that I don't know, and one of them was young, gold all in his mouth. He must have had like 50 chains around his neck. No one does that anymore. Okay, nobody does that anymore. Big rings on fingers. Nobody does that no more. You're flogging. But let me tell you one thing I found out, and I'm sure some of you guys know this too. A lot of that stuff that they have is rented. All that jewelry and stuff that you see them with, that's not their jewelry. It's rented because half these guys aren't even making the kind of money they think they're going to make because your music sucks. There is no talent out there. I was waiting. I was hoping. I was thinking on the Gong Show. I was waiting for somebody to go bong. I didn't hear crap. Excuse me. One guy, he actually did a decent rap that I understood. And what really caught my attention was the fact that he kind of went back to the old school. What's old comes new again. And I think he has a good concept. Go back into the days of, you're going to hear Run DMC, Spoonie G. You got Grandmaster Flash. You got Sir Mix-a-Lot. People like that. The Sugar Hill Gang. Well, maybe not that far back, but people like that. When I listen to Rappers Delight now, it's like, well, that song really sucked. It was really bad, but it was good back then. I was playing it last week to myself, saying, "Oh, this is really horrible. It was bad." But I don't see these guys making money. They get a little contract, probably get $300,000 check, and think that's the world, and they go out there spending about $650,000 that they don't have because they think they're gonna be making so much more money. They're not. The music today is horrible. I'm still looking for the Gloria Gaynors, the Four Tops. I'm still looking for these guys to come out. Even Mary J. Blige. I'm looking for some real talent to come out. At least something that I can agree with and understand. And it was one. But the thing is about it, every word out their mouth was nigga this, f that, kiss my this. I'm like, how do you get any? You're not gonna get no airplay. Because everything was a curse. I swear to you, every 3 to 4 letters was an F word. Eat my this, suck on that, and nigga, 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 nigga. That's all I'm like, God damn. That's it. If that's the case, I can get up there and do that. Hell, that what kind of time does that take? Put some music behind me and I'll nigga it all day if I'm gonna make some money. That's ridiculous. You guys suck. All right, that's what I got to say. You guys suck. And I wish there was some real talent to finally come out that I could say, hey, this guy's going to be a millionaire. This guy's going to be like the next Slick Rick or Dana Dane. Hey, I even give Ice T some props from the West Coast. Oh, Ice Cube. Yeah, he ain't no joke either. Okay. That's where rap should be. But what it's doing right now, it sucks. I can't even listen to it. My people, I love you. I thank you. That's going to do it for yours truly, Uncle Herman. I'm making my way on out the door. It's been a lovely Friday. And listen, I'm just going to tell it like it is. Well, wait a minute before I do. I got to do this one more time. Where is it at? Hold on a second. Get my notes here. Mr. Samuel, man, if I don't shut the F up, man, you can go to hell. Joan, well, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Joone, Mario in Atlanta. You can shut the F up too. You're disrespectful behind you. You know what? It's funny. You can't even disagree intelligently. So why am I even wasting my time doing this? They look old enough, but they're gonna come on Facebook and Facebook. Come on now. There should be a separate Facebook for mature people like me and my listeners and my viewers, compared to these people that may have the age, but the mentality of a 14-year-old. To get up here and F this, F that, F you with no respect. You know, I'm putting it down. Because you know what? I'm not going to stoop to that level. At least I can disagree in a respectful way. Y'all can't even do that because you don't know how. Why? Hey, thank you, everybody. And listen, from me to you, be safe. Have a good weekend. I wish you all well. And remember, if you have to think about it before you do it, chances are you shouldn't be doing it. And most important, but always go by your first mind. Your first mind will never lead you wrong. All right? Believe it. I love you. Be safe. I'm out. Enjoy.
Tried to be down with OPP. Ain't nothing wrong when he got caught with